Welcome back, everyone. This Saturday in Blythewood, those who serve and have served our country will be honored at the 2022 Veterans Day celebration. One of the groups participating in the event to make our vets feel special will be the Quilts of Valor. Donna Royson is part of that group. She's an instructor with Quilt in a Day, and Carolyn Lomas is part of the Blythewood Historical Society and Museum. Ladies, thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
Quilt in a Day, like you think you can make a quilt in a day?
Just
wow.
the name of a company.
That's creative. I like
Yeah.
it. Tell us what Quilts of Valor is.
Quilts of Valor is a 100% volunteer organization of quilters like Carolyn and I. We love to quilt, and it's our way of giving back to veterans and thanking them for their service, for their deployment, or even if they were just at home. We just want to thank them for protecting our country so that we could do what we do here in a free country.
We're looking at some of the video. I love when you guys were at the State House. That is an amazing shot. And I look at the veterans' faces. How do you decide, Carolyn, which veterans get those?
Well, in Blythewood, the Blythewood Historical Society always asks, have you got a Quilt of Valor yet? And we will have nominations from the community, and of those nominations, we will do 5 a year at our annual Veterans Day program.
That's so fantastic, and that's going to be this Saturday. And while it lasts several hours, the 2 o'clock hour is when you have the actual program.
Yes.
Tell us about how much time and effort, how many hours goes into a quilt on average?
It's estimated anywhere from 15 to 20 hours. And we have groups that sew all around. We present quilts all year, not just at the Historical Society event. So anyone who would like to have a quilt could go to qovf.org and just select request a Quilt of Valor and enter the information, and then that veteran will receive a quilt.
That's fantastic. In fact, I put on the website that link so that people could get in touch with you guys. Now tell me about these 2 particular quilts that you have. Donna, to start with the one you have.
These were made in our group in Blythewood, and we meet once a month at a church in Blythewood. Many hands go into the quilt. We would have one person who might piece the quilt together, put the fabrics together, and then another person who merges those with the back.
Oh, beautiful.
And does the stitching there, and then a third person who might add this binding. So many hands touch one quilt.
The quality is amazing, and just the perfection in each one. Carolyn, tell me about your quilt.
Well, this is a beautiful design here. If you could see this up close, you can see the quilting has words.
Oh my goodness, it does. I see that now.
Courage.
Yes, I don't know if our cameras are going to pick that up.
I don't know if they will or not.
That's amazing, yes.
Honor,
right.
Courage, honor, and valor.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I think I quilted this one, and it's got the words are just repeated all the way through.
That is so impressive. How beautifully done it is. What are kind of reactions? I love the back of it too. I can only imagine the reactions you get. What do veterans say when they receive one?
Well, veterans are really overwhelmed when they receive one. And we tell our veterans, we want you to use it. Put it on your lazy boy, lay back and lay under it so that you know that we love you and we appreciate what you've done by being part of our military service.
I like that. They're so beautifully put together that you think it needs to be something that's hung on a wall or just put over a chair not to be used. But I think if they wrap up in it, it's a way for you to hug them in a sense, and just all the time and effort that you put into that. All right, let me give the information on the screen of Saturday's event. The 2022 Veterans Day celebration is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Doco Meadows Park in Blythewood. The main program will be at 2 p.m. So what happens during the rest of that time? If it's from 10 to 5, but main program at 2, are they displayed during that time? I know there are other groups as well.
We do have the quilts there, and they sometimes are displayed, but there are other events happening all day. There are military vehicles, helicopters, just all sorts of vendors and different tables and places where you can go and visit these different organizations.
And the weather's supposed to clear out by tomorrow, so I think Saturday's event is going to be really, really nice. If somebody's watching and they say, I don't sew, I can't quilt, but they'd like to help in some way, are you in need of material or
Oh yes,
what kinds
all of our
things?
materials are 100% donations, mostly by those of us who are volunteers. Every now and then we receive a monetary donation and we can go and purchase fabrics. And but we use 100% cotton fabric, 100% cotton threads, if anybody wanted to donate those. And not just red, white, and blue. We have some veterans who prefer a non-red, white, and blue quilt, and we would make that too.
Wonderful.
No problem.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, thank you. Carolyn
Well,
with
thank
the
you.
Blythewood Historical Society and Museum, which, by the way, can I tell you, I got to be in that a couple weeks ago, and it is so impressive. I really had no idea our beautiful Blythewood had such a fantastic museum. And Quilt in a Day, right, which really means a couple days for kids, Donna Royson. Thank you, ladies, so much. Quilts
Thank
of
you.
Valor, and love what you're doing for
you.
veterans.